Owen Nier in the 17. Row number 6, Nigel Pendykoski in car number 78, along with Riley Rogala in the car number 0, or R1 rather. Row 7, Josh Jock in the 03, 44, Ryan Barrett. Row 8, Jack Meeks in the 1, 14 in Camdin Cook. Row number 9, Frank Sibley in the 92, 34K of Keegan Nier. Row number 10, Trevor Gibbons the 621 with the 6 of Cody Manitta. Row 11, Owen Bird in the number 12 with Brady Howard in the 54. Row 12, Dylan Madsen in the 89 with the 2 of Greg Henry. Row 13, Taylor Doxtater in the 60 and the 37 of Marc-Olivier McCarthy. Row 14, it's Zach Buff in the 01 with Tavien Blowers, the 43 in your final row. In car number 16, that's Savannah Laflair in the 10 of Trevor Houghton. That is your starting lineup for tonight's 30-lap DIRTcar Sportsman Championship Series here at Can-Am. Of course, the very first time the series ran here at the Can-Am Speedway was a long time ago. Way back in 1991.
I'm going to go with Rick Mill for 100, Alex.
Ding.
Got it. I'm looking at the same list you are.
Rick Mill took home the feature win that day. Brian Madsen was second. Ray Bliss Jr. third. Guy Sheldon fourth. Alton Palmer fifth. Greg Hickson sixth. Paul Moreland, the first Can-Am regular, crossed the line in seventh. Tim Clemens in eighth. There's a name from a couple of years ago. Mike Ciravino was ninth, and Doug Shear completed the top 10.
Well, you said Guy Shelton, who actually came back and won in 1993.
That's right.
The Lebanon Valley guy.
Exactly. He liked those big, long straightaways, although here at Can-Am we didn't quite have the big banked-up turns.
No.
Like you guys did there.
Tim Clemens also won an East Region event in 03 here.
That's how long he has been around.
Yes.
And he's won a couple of regular night features here, too, as well.
I didn't get it.
Some of the other names that were in that first feature, the late Larry Besner, he finished 11th. Steve Hall, six-time track champion, here was 13th that day.
Now here's a name I haven't, another Lebanon Valley guy, a name I haven't heard for a long time. Fred Besch.
Really?
That's a name I have not heard in a long time.
Man, so many cool names on here. We talked about Chuck Bauer earlier in the day. He was 18th in that race. The late Scotty Schrader was 20th. Can-Am regulars Joe Cook was in that race too.
Do I see the Tornado on that list?
That is the Tornado himself, the Todd Burley. Finished 23rd in that first series race, September the 14th, 1991.
I wonder if it just timed out.
I was 2 months old.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah. I just want to know if it started way back when.
Former Pure Stock champion Dale Eggleston was in that field. He went on to win some 358 modified races here. He finished 14th that day.
Keep the Lebanon Valley names coming, by the way. Bobby Knipe.
Man, nostalgic stuff here. Jimmy Spano, longtime competitor in the DIRTcar Sportsman ranks. He was in the field, finished 26th. Greg Hickson finishing 6th. Pretty cool stuff. So we're just about set to go. White flag is going to be displayed. And we will be set to turn this field loose in just a moment. As the DIRTcar Sportsman Series is ready to go green. That front row is going to be a big deal. Gavin Eisele, Set to go green. Off of turn number 3 and 4, we are underway. Charging down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be the 33 Richard Murtaugh out in front of the field as the field shuffles through turn number 3 and 4. Drivers losing some spots early on as we saw Tyler Stevenson drop back a couple of spots, but it's Murtaugh in command of the field as they're working up in 1 and 2. Shane Pecore, Tristan Ladouceur, a couple of drivers that know each other very well. They're Mohawk International Raceway regulars. We got Greg Henry around in turn number 3 and 4. That will draw the yellow flag. Some big developments here in the DIRTcar Sportsman Championship Series. You notice as Savannah Laflair had looped it around on the back straightaway as well under that yellow. Notice the front row looked a little bit different than what we'd read off. Emmett Waldron was on the outside of row number 1. Gavin Eisele jumping into a borrowed ride, the Frank Sibley 92.
I was going to say, got to clarify which 92 in this situation, too, because it would be I would have found it very odd to see Gavin Eisele in the white 92 car.
That's true.
But this is now going to be a chance, depending on how many spots Eisele can get up through the field, this is a chance for both Shane Pecore and Tristan Ladouceur to gain some points on the Eisele car.
Oh, absolutely it is. And, you know, the 92, the Frank Sibley 92 ride, that's a really good race car as well. But, you know, even, you know, Gavin will have a tough time trying to get through a field like this. But, you know, it's going to be interesting here. Richard Murtaugh, you know, I know a lot of these drivers say they don't want to have something like this happen to their nearest competitor, but you got to take it whenever you can, in my opinion. So one lap did get completed. And we will be set to go back to green here very shortly. Again, drivers must stay single file. 30 lap event, all green flag laps. No caution laps will be counted. The field being told to double up here and we'll be ready to go back under the green flag. One down. 29 more to go. Richard Murtaugh, Shane Pecore, Tristan Ladouceur, the top 3 right now. Tyler Corcoran up to 4th. Emmett Waldron started on the outside of the front row, has fallen back to 5th. Jessica Power, she is now up into position number 6. Logan Brown 7th. Nigel Pendykoski is 8th. Riley Rogala 9th. And Ryan Barrett, the top 10. Ready to get back at it. So it'll be Richard Murtaugh, Shane Pecore on that front row. Much like we saw last year, these two went at it towards the end before Eric Nier slipped in there and got the win. Murtaugh learned a lot over the last year, and we're back to green. It up in 1 and 2. Again, Richard Murtaugh, great race car, pulls away from the rest of the field as he hit the back straightaway. Josh Jock, a little out of shape on the back straightaway, brings it back on and loses a bunch of spots in the process. In the meantime, though, Murtaugh jumping out to about a 4-car length advantage. Shane Pecore's got company now in the form of Tristan Ladouceur as they set it up off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Back there 4th is Emmett Waldron. 5th is Tyler Corcoran. Jessica Power is still 6th. 7th is a battle between Logan Brown, Ryan Barrett, and Nigel Pendykoski as they come across the line one more time. Barrett down to that inside lane trying to find the way by Logan Brown, and he will do it. In the meantime, we'll watch the battle for second between Shane Pecore and Tristan Ladouceur as they set it up into turn number 3 and 4. Pecore about 2 car lengths out in front as they work it through 3 and 4. In the meantime, behind this, watching the battle here with Ryan Barrett as he tries to hold on to a top 10 position at the moment. Barrett going at it with the and 9 of Logan Brown. Nigel Pendykoski, Tyler Stevenson, Camdin Cook, and Jack Meeks, they're all knotted up in a battle back there, which is just inside the top 10, about 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th at the moment, unofficially, as they work it through turn number 3 and 4 and back down to the line. Richard Murtaugh doing what he did a year ago, getting out in front of the field, and he is checked out. Shane Pecore still second as we continue to watch this battle for positions 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Logan Brown, Camdin Cook, Jack Meeks, Tyler Stevenson, Nigel Pendykoski, they're all after one another back here. As I said, into turn number 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. In the meantime, I'll tell you what, these drivers are really getting after it, shuffling all over the racetrack, trying to find some speed. But right now, Richard Murtaugh has found a ton of speed out here as they work it into turn number 1 and 2. A healthy advantage, about 10 car lengths over Shane Pecore as they hit the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Again, watching the battle towards the back portion of the top 10. Camdin Cook and the 34 of Keegan Nier. Again, Keegan driving the car that his dad Eric took to victory lane here a year ago. Works it off of turn number 3 and 4 and back down to the line. Keegan, a good season this year at Can-Am, finishing top 10 in the point standings. As we look just behind them, Trevor Gibbons, Riley Rogala, and Dylan Madsen all having a battle for position as well as they head off into turn number 3 and 4. That's about the mid-pack right now. In the meantime, your race leader, Richard Murtaugh, is heading into turn number 3 right now. He is closing in on some lap traffic as the 10 of Trevor Houghton right there in front of him. Savannah Laflair and Greg Henry as well as they work through turn number 1 and 2. Shane Pecore still second. As we continue to watch Dylan Madsen, Taylor Doxtater go at it for position towards the mid portion of the field at the moment. But right now, top 6 pretty well spaced out around this racetrack as Richard Murtaugh starts to cut through the traffic. He just got around Savannah Laflair. Now trying to put Greg Henry 1 down to the lap counter as they hit the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. Murtaugh well in command. He's into turn number 3 right about now as they come down off of corner number 4 and back down to the line. I'll tell you what, Richard Murtaugh, fast race car, but again, we saw this last year. We saw how this all developed. And Richard Murtaugh, and Keegan Nier off the pace in turn number 3, and he's going to take that car straight to pit road in a tough break for him. As Trevor Houghton in the number 10, he is going to take it to pit road as well, so a tough break for both of those drivers. In the meantime, your leader, Richard Murtaugh, in between turns 1 and 2 right now, looking to put a lap on Gavin Eisele. And we got one car around in the back straightaway. We got another car around over there in the back stretch as well. That might be the Tavien Blowers 43 ride. Both drivers able to not hit anything and not get hit by anybody else. And what a break that was for Gavin Eisele. He is going to stay on the lead lap here. At lap 13, 17 more to go. And Brady Howard, he is going to take it straight to pit road there. Talked about a portion of that back straightaway in that outside lane off of turn number 2 is still pretty slick out there. We've seen drivers get into that, and that's the end result right there, but looks like everybody's going to be able to get away unharmed. But a big break there. Gavin Eisele, as we talked about earlier, was in danger of going a lap down. Of course, he is aboard the Frank Sibley number 92 right now. Had some problems with his own car. And Gavin was running back in position number 21 on the racetrack, so not so many cars Richard Murtaugh had lapped in that period of time.
Can't stress it enough, Tim. You get off the primary groove in turn number 2 towards that backstretch. I saw modified drivers earlier almost putting that right rear over the banking towards the cornfield. You do that right now, it's almost grabbing the car and pulling it over the banking, and that area has not been worked in. It is really critical to make sure that you're staying within the 3 primary grooves of the Speedway.
Absolutely, and that cornfield is not, just hanging around just off the back straightaway there. It is ways out there, but like you said, Rich, the drivers get off that back straightaway and they could be, picking a few corn cobs out of the back of the race car before the night's over with. Hopefully we don't see them get out that far, but right now 13 down, 17 to go. Richard Murtaugh, the race leader. Shane Pecore still second. Tristan Ladouceur, Emmett Waldron, Tyler Corcoran, the top 5 as they work it into turn number 3 and 4. Dave Farney looks them over off turn number 4. The VP Racing Fuels making power point. We're back underway. Murtaugh and Pecore side by side into turn number 1 and 2, and Murtaugh will win the battle as they work it up off the corner and back down the back straightaway. It's Murtaugh, Pecore, Ladouceur, 1, 2, and 3 as they go to turn number 3 and 4. Emmett Waldron, look at Jessica Power go up on that outside lane, and Power gets around the 64 of Tyler Corcoran to move into spot number 5. So Jessica Power on the move here as they work it into turn number 1 and 2. Corcoran back to that inside lane, and he gets back by Power. So I'll tell you, and Ryan Barrett got into that slick stuff on the back straightaway and lost a couple of spots as well. Right now, groove a little bit narrow back there on the backstretch. 15 down, 15 to go. It is still Richard Murtaugh, the dominant force here tonight as they head down the back straightaway. Not much Shane Pecore can do about it, but a caution flag waves, and that'll tighten the field up considerably here. Got one car slowed here in the front straightaway. I believe that's Ryan Barrett in the 44, but we'll double check that.
Ryan Barrett?
And Tim, Ryan Barrett had been fighting a carburetor issue earlier in the day. A new power plant on that ride, and you see some smoke coming out of the back of it. So not sure if those two issues, the one they were fighting earlier, or I guess yesterday, and the one they're fighting here in the early morning hours are connected. But he had made a good run up to about 7th place.
Yeah, he was really moving forward out there, and of course Ryan started back in position number 14, as you mentioned, so he was on the move and going the right direction, but unfortunately not going the right direction now, headed towards pit road. So
Tim, I'm interested how much these drivers and teams, and we're going to see the same thing with the modifieds, how much they thrashed over these 3 hours to get the cars freed up, because they have to turn through the corner. You see some of these guys, they send it 4 light poles in turn number 1 towards turn number 2, and they still have to get underneath the guy and get it to rotate.
That's exactly it. That's exactly the deal. And you know, you gotta basically change the whole car around from, you know, track condition to track condition. And this track obviously changed in that 3-hour span. And we'll see what happens. See, oh, we got cars jumbled up off of turn number 4. Everybody tangling up, but they unhook and keep on going. We're gonna stay green. Richard Murtaugh continues to show the way down the back straightaway. Everybody from about 11th on back had gotten tangled up, but we're going to go back to caution and try that start one more time.
No start.
So we have debris reported on the racetrack down in turn number 4. Andy Burke, our lead of the safety team for the Super Dirt Car Series, heading over to check that out. And we got it picked up right there.
What's hung up there? Nobody.
No, debris.
So drivers ready to come to the white flag. It will double up this time. White flag in the air, green lights coming back on, next trip by. Again, everybody watching at home on Dirt Vision, thank you for sticking with us. We said earlier in the night, even with this rain showing up, that we were going to get this show in no matter what, and we are sticking by our word. And we're ready to go. Richard Murtaugh, Shane Pecore on that front row. Green lights at the VP Racing Fuels making power point, and Murtaugh, what a start that was. Jumps out in front of Shane Pecore as they go to turn number 1 and 2. Emmett Waldron, He slips by the 92 Tristan Ladouceur to move up a spot. Tyler Corcoran right there to try to challenge. And Nigel Pendykoski gets caught on the back straightaway as well. He's trying to bring it back on. Somehow does so. And can't quite hold on to it. Well, he keeps it going. And we stay green. But Nigel Pendykoski went from about 9th all the way back to almost 24th or 5th. And lost a ton of spots in the meantime, though. Richard Murtaugh has not lost anything. He's just losing sight of second place right now as he's driven off into the distance here as he works it down in front with 17 laps complete. 13 more to go, and I'll tell you what, Murtaugh's having a great night so far. Behind them, though, Tristan Ladouceur makes a big move on Tyler Corcoran. He's going to go to the 4th spot. Corcoran back to 5th. Jessica Power still 6th. Tyler Stevenson 7th. Camdin Cook is 8th. Jack Meeks 9th. Cody Manitta now up into the top 10 as they work on lap number 18. Battle on for 5th. Corcoran and Jessica Power going at it for the 5 spot. We got caution on the racetrack once again.
What the hell's wrong now?
Right in front of the wall.
Huh?
Right in front of the
Yellow
wall.
lights are on.
Oh, yeah.
We got a car into the outside wall here in the front straightaway. Looks like it might be the 2 of Greg Henry, at least from what we can see on the Dirt Vision screen.
Hook on the front. Told you. Track's hungry.
So am I.
So, 18 laps are complete.
I wish they had something down there, but I'm not sure what they, I'm pretty sure they're all closed up.
How we doing?
Oh, good. Hanging in there.
Long day.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, bud.
How are you?
Good. Very nice.
Tried to go live stream with this one, my live stream program. Said, nope.
Our good friend Chris Marcinko is watching from home right now.
Was it?
First time Steven's here. It's here.
He was here at the racetrack earlier.
Selling his house here in Harrison.
Decided to pull it up on Dirt Vision at home,
Down in the river.
Oh yeah?
predicting that we
Yeah.
might see
Hey, have a good night.
Yeah,
record
you too.
the modifieds get out here. Could very well happen. We will see.
When you leave, just make sure.
Guys, the Sportsmen have
Door
cut off
shut,
about
okay?
2 seconds from where they were in the heats, and the sprint cars had cut off almost 3 from where they were earlier in their feature.
Pretty amazing stuff, isn't it? The way the racetrack changed like that and speeds go up. Do have a DIRTcar 358 modified driver who's still up and still watching with us, Gavin McFarland, all the way up in Cornwall. Buddy, hopefully you're having a great night too and enjoying the racing action, because we're not done just yet. We've only just begun. We're ready to go.
All the lap count, the caution.
Richard Murtaugh, Shane Pecore on that front row once again. Richard Murtaugh's been getting great restarts all night long. Let's see if he can keep the roll going, and we're back underway. Murtaugh again goes to the point, almost 3 wide for second. Pecore's got Tristan Ladouceur and Emmett Waldron right there with him. Tyler Corcoran and Jessica Power along with Tyler Stevenson into the mix as well. Into turn number 3 and 4. Murtaugh is checking out one more time, but the battle is on from second on back. Pecore has the runner-up spot. Tristan Ladouceur trying to move in, take it away. Emmett Waldron right now getting a challenge from Jessica Power for the 4 spot. She slides wide up off the turn. Here comes Tyler Corcoran looking to make a bid for the number 5 position into turn number 3 and 4. Corcoran down low, Power right through the middle portion of the speedway, and Power will hold the spot at least for now. Corcoran trying to fight back on the bottom as they go to turn number 1 and 2. Good battles going on here from about third on back, but right now Richard Murtaugh is the driver. They're all chasing down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. Emmett Waldron now to third. Jessica Power and the 92 Tristan Ladouceur going at it for spot number 5 and 6. As they go at it, Tyler Corcoran finds a way back by some positions, changing quickly here in the latter stages as we will have 8 laps left to go when we come back down to the line. And if Richard Murtaugh can hold on to win this race, this will be a big points day in the DIRTcar Sportsman Series for him. Gavin Eisele mired back in traffic right now, and a borrowed ride for the night as they work in lap number 22. We got caution on the racetrack once again.
Where is that?
There we go.
Car off of corner number 2. And that was the 17 of Owen Nier that got twisted around over there in corner number 2, but he'll continue on. Man out of Carthage, New York, had some great runs this season, finished in the top 10 in the points. Gonna head straight to pit road. It could possibly have left her tire down on that car, but we'll see. Driver's being told to double up, and we will get ready to go back under the green flag.
Double back up.
Pick this one of these.
Ready to go. White flag in the air. Richard Murtaugh has been really, really good on these restarts. Shane Pecore, he's trying to hang with him, but he's had no such luck here in these last few restarts or so. Emmett Waldron, the Fulton Speedway track champion, holding on to position number 3 at the time.
Almost done, bud.
Tristan Ladouceur still 4th. Tyler Corcoran 5th. Jessica Power still back there in position number 6. Tyler Stevenson, Cody Manitta, Camdin Cook, Dylan Madsen into the top 10. He started deep in the field as well, too. We're back to green. No change. Richard Murtaugh again, a great start. Jumps out in front of the field as he hit the back straightaway. Pecore able to stay within a couple of car lengths of Murtaugh as they go to turn number 3 and 4. Top 3 starting to draw away from the field. In the meantime, behind the top 3, good battle going on for the 4 spot. Tyler Corcoran and Emmett Waldron going at it as they work it up into turn number 1 and 2 and give the spot to Tyler Corcoran as they head into turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. In the meantime, Jessica Power gets a really good run up underneath the 4 of Cody Manitta into turn number, of Emmett Waldron into turn number 3 and 4. Waldron able to hold the spot. Power trying to find the way back by as they drag race down in front. Jessica Power moves back into the position as she goes to turn number 1 and 2 with the 5 spot. Waldron back to 6. Cody Manitta is 7th. Tyler Stevenson 8th. Camdin Cook 9th. Dylan Madsen all the way from position number 23 on the grid. He is up into spot number 10 right now as we start to work into the final laps. 25 are complete, 5 to go, and Richard Murtaugh trying to run away and hide, and he's done great all night long. Got great starts when he needed to, and has held the lead ever since. Big lead right now for Murtaugh, looking for his 4th win of the season as they work it down into turn number 3 and 4. Back to the line this time by. We will have 3 laps left to go for Richard Murtaugh. It's been a great season here at Can-Am, whether he wins or loses this race. He's had one strong year, nearly won the track championship. In a season where he just wanted to run a few races here to get prepared for the big events like this one. And he is prepared for them right now with 2 laps left to go. So he works it into turn number 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Murtaugh, 3 career DIRTcar Sportsman Series wins coming into tonight. He works it into turn number 3 and 4. The white flag is in the air. Final time for Richard Murtaugh. He'll set it up into turn number 1 and 2. 2 wins at the Wheat Sports Speedway in the DIRTcar Sportsman Series. Last year, he picked one up in the Lane of Legends Raceway. Tonight, he's finally going to get one at Can-Am. The wait is over. Richard Murtaugh closes the season with a big win. Murtaugh, his first series win at Can-Am. Shane Pecore, Tristan Ladouceur, Tyler Corcoran, and Jessica Power, your top 5. What a run for Richard Murtaugh here tonight at Can-Am. Again, ended up running here as a track